Alright, baby, let's ride. A bit of some bad news. Well, bad news for me at least. This morning I was on my way to work. I was using my z250sl to commute from my house to my place of work when I noticed something somewhat alarming. The light on the console, the temperature warning light was on, meaning my bike was overheating. Dang, I was both surprised and worried at the same time. I mean, it's the first time that this has happened, and I was very much surprised. At first, I suspected it was the radiator coolant that was the problem. The coolant was just about due for a change, but then I noticed that the radiator fan wasn't working. I mean, the bike's temperature had gotten high and I still didn't hear the fan turning on. So it could very well be a problem with the radiator fan or with the thermosensor. Either case is going to suck. I mean, my bike is not a big bike, it's just a 250cc bike, but hereabouts it's considered more or less as a mid-sized bike. It's considered to be bordering on the big bike side. So yeah, it's gonna be expensive to repair. Not that I would have much difficulty in affording any repair that my Z250SL might have, any addressing any issue the bike might have. I've set aside some money just for this, but still, having to dip into your emergency funds just to get your bike repaired still sucks. Hopefully, they'll be able to figure out what exactly is wrong with my bike. I'm on my way to Kawasaki Leisure Bikes Makati. It was quite fortunate indeed that today was a half day for me at work, so I was able to leave shortly after lunch. If it had been any other day, man, I would have been in trouble, man, because by the time I get out of work, the shop would have already been closed. The shop would have closed by then. I mean, it closes around, if memory serves, 5:30 p.m. and I get off work at around 4:30 p.m. So 1 hour travel time. I'll get there, but the shop would have already been closed by then, or at least would be close to closing time, so they won't be able to feed to my bike. But as I mentioned, today, quite fortunate, it's a half day for me, so I was able to leave quite early. And so now I am making my way towards Kawasaki Leisure Bikes Makati to have the mechanic there check out my bike. I mean, I already have a good idea of what the problem is. I mean, it's either the radiator fan or the thermosensor. The fact that the coolant is old and due for a change is no longer an issue. I mean, if the fan wasn't kicking in when the temperature increases, then definitely it's no longer a problem with the coolant. It's a problem now with either the radiator fan or the thermosensor. Hopefully, they'll be able to figure it out. And here we are at Kawasaki Leisure Bikes Makati. Managed to get here without overheating my bike. Thank goodness for small favors and all that. Oh hey, look at that. The mechanic's a vapor just like me. Anyways, preliminary check preliminary checkup of my bike revealed that it was indeed an issue with the fan, with the radiator fan. The mechanic ruled out the thermosensor. I mean, he said that there was very little chance that the thermosensor will be a problem. Of course, there's still that small chance that it is, but it's more than likely it's the radiator fan. So they're now gonna take it out and inspect it. If it was the radiator fan and they can't address the issue in any way, I'm gonna have to get a new one. The mechanic said that to order a new one is gonna set me back around 11,000 bucks. Man, 11,000 pesos. That that really hurts, man. I mean, I have the money, but it's gonna really deplete my emergency funds. Dang. Fortunately, the mechanic was able to fix the problem. Turns out that the connections was okay, but it turns out the fan motor itself, there was some dirt issue. When they tested out the fan, connected it to a battery, it wasn't working so well. But when the mechanic decided to give the back of the motor a tap, the back of the radiator fan a tap with a screwdriver, a couple of taps, and then he connects the fan to the battery again. The fan works. Dang. So he cleaned it up a little bit, applied some oil, and the fan now works again. Thank goodness. they reinstalled the fan back on my motorcycle, and problem solved. Still, the mechanic told me that with with the fan motor being with dirt being an issue with the fan motor, they may have cleaned it up a little bit, but some dirt might have gotten inside the motor itself. So it was just a matter of time before the fan conks out, and conks out for good. So it was a good idea that I should replace it altogether. But still, man, 11,000 bucks. The mechanic told me that he'll try to look for a cheaper alternative, but one that's not gonna be so cheap as to break down on me on no time. He's gonna try to find me a decent but cheaper alternative the radiator fan produced by the Kawasaki plant. Hopefully the radiator fan will last me until at least January of next year. That will give me time to set aside some more money so that shelling out the 11,000 bucks for the radiator fan won't hurt so much. I was actually planning on going to Honda Makati this afternoon, but with the issue of my Z250sl, with me having to take my Z250sl to the mechanic, I was no longer in the mood to go through any more traffic. I just wanted to get home and rest up. I mean, it's already quite late. It's already around 4 p.m. or a little past 4 p.m. And with Makati traffic, EDSA traffic being what it is, I'll be able to get there, and it's gonna be closing time already, so I won't be able to enjoy myself as much, even if I did manage to get myself to go through the traffic. So I just wanted to get home. So I did. I went straight home, and the fix that the mechanic did, the job that the mechanic did, seems to have done the fix, and I was able to get home without my bike heating up, or rather without my bike overheating, without the temperature warning light turning on. So I think problem solved for the time being, at least. Still gonna have to wait and see. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, keep on riding on, baby.